Greetings and welcome back. So right now we are experiencing the energies of the equinox taking place on March 20th. If you are in the northern hemisphere, you will celebrate the spring equinox, and in the southern hemisphere you will celebrate fall equinox. And during this time, the day and the night are equal long. The equinoxes are seen as we are entering into a new phase. So in the northern hemisphere, the days will become longer, the light is returning, and it is the opposite in the southern hemisphere. Then you go into that womb space, that dream state, as the days are becoming shorter. And it's a time to bring back into balance what is out of balance. It is also a time where we will experience a greater balance between the sun and the moon energies in our lives, between action and rest, and Shiva and Shakti, that movement and stillness within. So I think and I feel that many of us has been are really looking forward coming back into balance, because February has been pretty, for many, challenging. So the energies are still setting, I feel, since we entered the new year, the Chinese New Year of the Fire Horse as well. It's like we haven't really grounded into the new energies. There's much still taking place. So I feel like this whole last 2 months has been about new beginnings. We're entering in those, we are going through those portals of new beginnings constantly. And it may be challenging as we integrate those light codes. And on March 18th, 19th, depending on where you are in the world, we are also experiencing a new moon. The last new moon during this zodiac year. It is a new moon in Pisces. Pisces being the last sign in the zodiac, has to do with endings, of completions, of moving out of, lessons learned. So we are also moving towards a new astrological year, as the sun moves into the sign of Aries on March 20th as well. We move into a new zodiac year, and Aries, the first sign in the zodiac, has to do with ignitions, new beginnings, rebirth, new chapter. And it also holds the fiery energies that brings clarity. So I know that many of you have felt pretty out of balance the last weeks, because as we moved through the sun in Pisces with the watery energies of being in that in-between state of that subconscious influencing you, everything that is still hidden. You may have felt overwhelmed by emotions, the loss of clarity and direction. So that will change, and I think it's very welcome as we move through the equinox and the shift into a new zodiac year, with that ignition, that spark that creates clarity and direction and alignment. And so what has been coming to the message I feel that resonates strongly right now is stop feeding what is fading. So whatever you have experiencing leading up to March 20th, what you have seen and become aware of is actually what is fading out of your life. Situations, relationships, behaviors, patterns, conscious or subconscious patterns. So it has been very much in your awareness. And when that happens, we tend to believe it as a truth, believe it that it's a fact, that it's here and that it's a part of our reality. But right now, what is being shown is what is fading, what you are moving out of. So the message is simply don't feed, don't invest, don't put energy to what is fading, what is dissolving. So it is not part of your journey forward on. It is just showing you what has been and what wasn't serving you and what you are moving through. And with that said, I also know that many of you that I'm working on in one-on-one sessions are experiencing the shifts that are taking place and the new directions you are called to move into, and the end point may not seem clear to you, but you are very clearly shown that those ways that wasn't working anymore. And so just remember to move with trust. So when the shifts finally happens that you have asked for, prayed for, done so much inner work to be able to receive. So many times it doesn't come in a form that that makes us feel safe or in control. So many of you are at this time in this in between and in this where the at the new beginning, that pivotal point for entering the new, and you may many times have felt that you have been pushed into the new, and maybe you may have wished that you had more control of the way it plays out. But remember to return to trust that is happening for your highest best. And with the equinox and the new zodiac year, with the sun moving into Aries, what has felt the overwhelming of being pulled back into the past, or nostalgia, or the influence of the past, the energies still having a grip of you, the energies that you are moving out of still very present, that will actually shift, and it will become easier. You will experience less burdened or held back by the past and whatever theme that is for you, whether it's your inner reality or your circumstances in your everyday life. So it will feel very much like cord cutting, that the strings will be released, so you can start to move ahead afresh. And with that said, I wish to just open up a gateway, open up to these energies, the light codes of this beautiful portal of clarity, of new light returning if you are in the southern hemisphere, of bringing back that inner balance of Shiva and Shakti, movement within stillness. Blessings, the new beginnings. And returning to trust. As we stop feeding what is fading and turn our heads, our eyes into the new, whether we can see it or not. Kipi, kiar, kiniti, lavur, sianetaya kiatas. Kutiane kashetre savoyataya tayata kitianarete kushiate kikashinarete. Lavurianaya dayane kisimi utushinakiatadarete kai. Shimurete ate kiatai mi utiana kikisiata. Shimurete dayaki, what is fading away, whatever that might be, it is safe for you to let it go. Larene kaya kaya petiane kesena kashinitiata tekitianai. For the ones of you who know what you are being called to, just feel into that energy. For the ones of you who trust that you are being called but cannot see it, it's not in front of you yet, it's here as a frequency, as an energy, just choose to stay open and receptive to whatever that might be. Tia reka shimiku tia nekia neka shayatri siminu reka yatia nekia te pitiyu shunukutu yananai. Simure anare te ate te anataya nakuti aniati atekisnia. Simi aniata yatekita yanakatututu tia taranaka yata yanakatutututututututu. And just breathe. Mewayate ko shanaka ikayana tia da 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 iti. So they are losing that within you that feel the need for control, that doesn't like when things happens in a way they cannot predict, they're not in control over. So remember that the one within you that have the need for control is not the one that are match to those high frequencies. It's one that operates, a system that operates from fear, from limitations and lack. So they cannot coexist. So just give permission right now to allow the controlling parts of you to take a step back, not be in charge. That is the great leap of faith. Me alir sayate me oyate shakotiana kete kiarete tisnako. Lai ibur sayaka tiotoshai. So what you guys are sharing is that if the controlling part is to lead, you will just repeat everything, the same patterns that you don't want to repeat anymore. That you have worked so much, healed so much to step away from, to be done with. Toshana. And so they will work on this controlling aspects, controlling patterns, and just give permission. So if you're not ready, you do not need to give permission. We do have free will, remember. And for you who are ready, the Arcturians are here to assist in the name of love, in the name of freedom, and in the name of peace. They deconstruct Uturimi ataketi anakete perepatakanaята kototi enemitato de taranakiata tatatatatutupitiputukete amaratakete mi uniatara me oteana kete anake me orno koyo perenakete petekete kotoyana aki. La emerina simi or. And they answer some of you that the whole purpose is for you to not be able to follow along. So remember the cause goes beyond your conscious mind. Miwayali orono ko shemete ana ke so contracts have been shown, lifetimes and lifetimes, where you have agreed to follow the programs of them, made out of illusions, made out of fear, made out of pain, of lack. So they are holding up all those contracts. You don't need to know why, where you signed them, what they look like. They ask for you to take that leap of faith, to lean on love, on trust, on freedom, on peace. And if you do, you may state yes. Some heaviness. So everyone, just take a deep, deep breath in. Feel very much contraction in many of you. Do you allow liberation? Exhale. Biashana kiatai ko. Larkitaya kianere simiwatiya ya. Latea yakoso shanetre kiantai. Muai keatai. Just move. So what is becoming very clear too is the contraction that you have been in. It's not new. It's just you are waking up to that it is uncomfortable. What you felt was your comfort zone, was you being in control, you feeling safe, is actually not for your highest good, and now you start to feel it as contraction, and I feel that discomfort that you are experiencing in my body. So just we send it up to source. So we cannot stay in that comfort zone if we want what is beyond. So that is why the first step to know that it's not holding you safe, it's not bringing you comfort. Some feel dizziness in the head. That's all right. Destruction is taking place. Destruction and deconstruction is telling the Arcturians. Nabialete, Kofiar Simita, Akita, Yakita, Yakoshime Atika. That was a relief. Just inhale, exhale. Let go me. Ground. So the light that is coming in, especially if you are in the northern hemisphere, may feel challenging as it touches on your shadows, as it is stirring up what is not serving you anymore. So be mindful and help in the process of integrating or creating space as the light goes, because you now are an open portal to receive, to allow that ignition. So that is what we done. That is what we went through. We are opening up. You are the portal. Simiata shana kokoko iarana kayana kitayana. Simiata shana, for these energies and light codes to move through. Yatekai kiarana kita shimitayana. So the coming days leading up to March 20th. Just know whatever is being shown is fading away. Stay focused upon the energies that are replacing the outdated. Stay soft, open and receptive. As the new seeds are planted. Galiar simiotayana, kishinaku dayana. And they also have a message for those of you in the northern hemisphere. It is safe to let go and to relax and to rest, that final let go. And to allow your nervous system to relax as you take a step back, entering the dream time. Nereteya kiaresana kitosha ekayanati. A final balancing of sun and moon, light and dark, Shiva and Shakti, movement and stillness. Katre sekai, miko sekai, kitrashai, epota, ekineta. Lareta, kino, osietai. And so it is. Sending you many, many blessings. Thank you.